Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to PlayFrame and Kingdom Hearts Union Cross for one last little bonus sort of cool down episode. I don't 100% know how this is going to go or how to structure it. This may be pretty short, I think, and probably a bit rambly. It's not something we've ever really done after any of these Kingdom Hearts playthroughs, but it felt like it would be worth doing a little bit of a digestion moment on this one. It's probably something that a lot of you who already watched the finale did like a couple days ago, but I haven't yet. I just finished it, so give me a break. Anyway, let's go ahead and get back in. Staring at this menu is weird. So I wanted to sort of just try to refresh over what this story just was, and also provide a bit more clarity for those of you who don't entirely understand a lot of what was happening in the middle there, especially, where a lot of you probably noticed that it seemed like the story was building toward a big Keyblade War conflict, which never really happened. We started building toward a conflict, and then stuff started getting a little fuzzy and weird, and then life just kind of continued on, and we started getting this sense that some disaster had happened off-screen that we weren't aware of, that was being hidden from us somehow, that the Chirithy was, hiding from us in a weird way. And so I kind of want to get into that for those who don't know the details of that, because I have actually gone over that on this channel before. In fact, I'm going to link up in the right corner now to a video I made a year or so ago after we had watched Kingdom Hearts back cover here on the channel, in which I basically break down this same thing, but in a much more organized way with visuals and everything. So honestly, that's probably a better thing to watch than this for purposes of getting that little story breakdown. But just to very quickly go over, the original browser game, when it came out, Kingdom Hearts Key, and this only came out in Japan. When that original game came out, that story told everything from the start of this game that we first experienced up to the Keyblade War. It basically, you saw all of those same things happen. You saw your little Keyblade wielder go around collecting Lux, joining a union. You started seeing tensions escalate between unions, and then it all culminated in this big Keyblade War between all of the unions, and all the Keyblade wielders basically being wiped out, including yours. Just everyone basically died. And that was the end of the browser game. Hooray! When they later turned this into a mobile game, Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, which they eventually rebranded as Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, as it started out, that game basically just did the browser game thing again. You created a little Keyblade wielder, you ran around collecting Lux, you joined a union, tension started escalating, and it started building toward a Keyblade War again. But this time, as you saw, a Keyblade War didn't happen, and the story just kind of continued. But the story didn't ignore the fact that a Keyblade War was supposed to happen, and it seemed strange. And the reason why is because this mobile game is not just a remake of the browser game, it is also a sequel. Because everything we have been playing in this mobile game, Union Cross, has been our sort of tampered with memory of what happened in the browser game. Everything up until the Keyblade War is about the same, but after that, things start getting fuzzy because our Chirithy is tampering with our memory and experience a little bit to where we forget that Keyblade War ever happened. We were saved from that Keyblade War. That little scene we saw where we were kind of in the fight but got pulled out at the last moment. We saw Ephemer and Scold, and they visited us in a light and came and grabbed us. They pulled us into their realm away from that war, and our life just continued, and our Chirithy has been kind of overriding our memories, and that overwritten memory is what we were experiencing in this. Pretty much all the way up to the point where we were then starting to deal a whole lot more with the new union leaders trying to figure out what was going on in these data realms and visiting Wreck-It Ralph worlds and all that sort of stuff. I hope that makes sense. It's a confusing thing to explain. And again, if this is your first time hearing it and you want a better explanation, a better version of this explanation, watch that video. I'll link to it down in the description as well, because I can't link to it up in the top corner multiple times. But that's basically what was going on there. This is interesting, though. The way this all wrapped up is really neat. I don't have a lot of theories formulated yet because, again, I just recorded the finale, so I haven't had a lot of time to sit and stew on this or watch other people's thoughts. But it's nice seeing how Daybreak Town goes to being Scala ad Caelum, at least in a vague sense. We don't know all the details. We don't know a lot of what happened to Ephemer other than Ephemer founded that town, so probably did a whole lot in the early days of Scala Udkylum, which would be interesting to learn about. It seems that Brain, at least Brain, traveled through time a good bit. Because Scala Udkylum was already established and Ephemer was a historical figure by the time Brain arrived, looking about the same age in Scala Udkylum. So with that information, we can maybe also guess that Elrina and Lorium and Roxas also got scooted forward in time a bit, which would help to make sense for why they exist in the proper Kingdom Hearts story that we've been playing with Sora and all of them many, many years later. There's probably a lot more information we're going to get from the Kingdom Hearts Dark Road story, though, because that has you playing as young Xehanort in Scala Udkylum, I believe. So there's probably a lot of information we're going to get from that, which I'm very excited to get to eventually, not right away. I need a break. This has been quite a lot trying to squeeze in this entire recording for this playthrough, just in addition to the rest. I'm kind of lucky we weren't in the middle of a Patreon bonus playthrough when I decided to do this, because that would have been too much. I couldn't do all that at once. So I was lucky that the idea to do this playthrough last minute came at a lull in our schedule a little bit. Hooray for that. So I guess I can't really give a whole lot of other thoughts on the conclusion to the Union Cross story, because I just need more time to kind of review it and think about it, and I'm very excited to hear and read other people's thoughts and be safe to click on spoiler tags and discords and stuff again. But before we wrap up here, there is one thing I wanted to do. I skipped over doing this. Like, a lot of people suggested that I actually play over this bit of side content in the middle of the proper playthrough where it should be, but I decided not to, because I thought it would just be a little bit too confusing. But you can actually now, in Union Cross, play the Keyblade War event as it originally existed in the browser game. So you can actually live that thing that Union Cross and its story skips over. And that's pretty cool. Does it live in events? I think it lives in events. So hey, there's a part 1, 2, and 3, and I don't know if I'm strong enough to beat it. I don't know how hard it is, but I figure we can at least look at it. And if I'm not strong enough to beat it, because Master Aced there looks kind of strong, well, there'll be a theater mode eventually. Maybe this is in the theater mode too. So one way or another, I will figure out how to show you all these scenes. How's that sound? Let's try first and see how it goes. Begin. We're going to want to go water type against this fire type Union leader. So that one, I think. No. Let's get our, between these two, I'm gonna say this loadout. Yeah, let's try that. And commence, and no, Sora's not gonna be a good fit for this one. Let's go with maybe Aqua. No, let's go with Kairi there. Kairi is a safe bet power-wise. Most of the time, anyway. Let's see how this goes. I heard that people are designed to shove all of their sad memories deep down inside in order to protect their hearts. If that's true, was it really necessary to overwrite the memories of all these people? Memories shouldn't be forgotten, even the sad ones. Maybe that's easy to say when they don't belong to me. But while they can be hidden deep inside, the wounds and scars remain. Forgetting doesn't mean it never happened. Your memory was overwritten with the rest of them. Your sad memories forgotten. But your heart still bears the scars. If the time comes when you need to remember, I'll be right here by your side to help you. Thanks, Jirthi. I do love that they did have some of the Keyblade War memories slipping through into Union Cross a little bit. We would get little flashbacks and scenes that didn't entirely make sense within the story we were in, and that didn't resolve right. So we were like seeing snippets of the past events that didn't quite align with the stuff we were experiencing now, but it was stuff we had experienced that Chirithy was trying to hide from us. And that element I think is super cool. He bestowed names on his 6 apprentices and passed down the Book of Prophecies to 5 who came to be known as the Foretellers. The 5 read the manuscript and were shocked by the final entry. On that fated land, a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail, and the light expire. The final episode of Kingdom Hearts Key. Let's see it. A few months later. I thought the world's end would be a horrible sight. A few days ago. Oh no, here's a familiar scene. Not again. Don't get involved. I know it's frustrating, but you can't fix everything. Everyone seems to have a bone to pick. I hope things don't get any worse. Huh. Dan! Wait, we're all on the same side. Are we? Then why did they steal our Lux? What are you talking about? We're just trying to protect the light. I'll bet good money that it's your union that's fallen into darkness. Traitors. What did you say? How can you prove you're not the traitor? Hold on, we're all on the same side. Why are you fighting? Mind your own business. Stop it. Skuld. Who are you? Which union do you belong to? It doesn't matter. Our only enemy is darkness. Our Keyblades aren't meant to harm one another. Anyone who tries to steal the light is no different than a monster of darkness. What? The war's already begun. That's right. So yeah, we saw this scene. We saw the beginning of this scene, at least, in our playthrough, and we did have a fight, but then at the end of it, we just kind of woke up in our bed, and it didn't, make 100% sense what that just had been and what happened and why Skuld was there when Skuld had already kind of disappeared from our story. It was a lot of stuff that didn't entirely make sense at the time, right? And now it makes a little bit more sense. This was a memory that had slipped through. We can only place trust in our own unions. We cannot tell who's fallen into darkness with a mere glance. Why do you fight over Lux? Light is not proof of strength. Victory is proof of strength. And a strong union is proof of justice. What? Do you disagree? Aren't you one of Ava's chosen wielders, one of the dandelions? You, of all people, should be able to see that she's using her special union to demonstrate her power. I don't belong to the dandelions. Which union do you belong to? Anguis, the good one. Stand ready. I gave the wrong answer. Although, he's not very strong, so this fight should be fine. Good work, Xion. As ever, Xion is the best. You're not worthy of the Keyblade. That's enough, I said. Ira. You bring harm to a Keyblade wielder and call yourself a master? It was merely a test. Was it? Your hostility is why I'm here. The war is coming. Envy, Gula, Ava, and even you, Ira. Your unions are all scrambling to gather more Lux than any other. Look around you. The strife has already begun, and you four have done nothing but fuel the flame. And you elect to resolve this with brute force? Ultimately, the strong determine the world's future. While others gather Lux, I will recruit a legion. Backed up by a powerful organization, a single leader can maintain the world's balance. The four of you will be banished, and I will lead the unions in your stead. You're a fool to think you have that kind of power, I said. You overestimate yourself. Then let's settle this on the battlefield. I wish I could do Ira's voice. But then, I guess if I could just do Matt Mercer's voice, then I wouldn't be doing this for a living, would I? Master Ira. The battlefield? What's about to happen? What fate intended. So Master Ava was telling the truth. Yes, the war is inevitable. But she said there'd be no winners. So why fight? To make certain there are no winners. Prepare yourselves. Dan! Is this... Who? What's going on? Is that... Should I be worried? It was pretty rough. Thanks for being here, Skuld. You don't need to thank me. I just can't believe how bad things have gotten. Everywhere I go, people are arguing with each other. I know. Even the masters. Well, we all saw what happened. They used to work together, but now... I don't know how or why, but somehow things changed. Then I suppose there really is no escaping the war. Did you... Oh! You're awake. What a relief. Did you find Ephemer? Not yet, but I know he's somewhere carrying out Master Ava's wishes. As for me, I'm trying to convince people not to take part in the battle to come. But most of them don't even believe that a war is coming. What's more, Master Ava's absence is causing the Dandelions to lose their focus. Where is she? No one's seen her around lately. Maybe Master Gula knows something. The two were close. Then let's go talk to him. No, you need to rest. We don't have time. You're right. But... It's all right, Chirithy. If you say so. All right, I'm very curious how much of this we're going to see here. Because I thought they were just going to drop us right into the, like, Keyblade War battle right away. But no, we're actually seeing the events that led up to it, which is good because a lot of this got skipped out on. This is the sort of stuff that our memory was really getting tampered over. So we didn't get to see most of these scenes. So I'm glad they exist in the game again. Anyway, let's... This is just a level 2000 armored knight, so not super worried about this one. Yeah, this should go pretty fast. Pardon me. Heartlesses. Do. Yeah, this is gonna go fairly quick. Feels good to be back to this. Nice, easy fights. Is this the way?
It should be. I heard Master Gula is seen around here more than the tower. This is it, but I don't know if he's here.
Let's find out. It's awfully quiet. Looking for someone? Hello. We haven't really encountered you yet in this playthrough, have we?
Master Gula!
A wielder who's not out collecting Lux. That must make you a dandelion. Yes, that's right. Are you looking for Ava?
We are.
Why? To ask her if she can do something so we can avoid the war? Not even she has the power to do that. Or do you plan on asking her what's going on? Knowing won't change anything. There's nothing you can do. But I can't just sit back and wait for the end to come. I need to warn people what's coming. That's my role as a dandelion. I can see why she chose you. You're just like her. Always doing the right thing. But doing the right thing can't save the world. Only the Master has that kind of power. The Master? Chirithy must have told you about him. The 5 of us foretellers were disciples of the Master of Masters. If anyone has a shot at changing anything, it's him. Where can we find him? I knew you'd ask. But I don't know. He just disappeared one day. Me and Ava searched for him, but he vanished without a trace. There's only one person who might know where he is. Lushu.
Master Lushu?
You know who that is?
The Master of Masters' 6th disciple. After the Master disappeared, so did Master Lushu.
So you don't know where Master Lushu is either? I knew that was coming too. You really are just like Ava. Then Master Ava is... looking for Lushu? Yeah. In order to find the Master. There you are, Lushu. Oh, it's you. What have you been doing all this time? Watching. What? That's my role. What did the Master ask you to do? Watch. He asked me to watch. What do you mean? I wasn't given a copy of the book like the 5 of you. Instead, I need to make my way to the future as written in that book. I'll witness the end of this world and go on to the next. What? You're searching for a way to avoid the war, right? That's why you were looking for me, hoping I could lead you to the Master. Sorry, but I can't help you. This world is meant to end. Lushu, what do you know? what's written on the lost page. The page none of you have in your book. The page on which the Master's intentions are inscribed. His intentions? Are you implying that he wanted this? This chaos? This war? My role is to carry the secret with me. And to do that, events need to play out just as they're written on that page. The Master isn't interested in this world and what's to come. He's observing, doing what it takes for me to fulfill my role. Tell me, what's written on that page? Luciu, are you responsible for all of this? Are you the traitor? I mean, no, but he's definitely not the traitor, but there isn't really one. This is just, it's kind of nice knowing that now, knowing that there actually is not a traitor amongst them at all. The entire sowing seeds of chaos so that the unions all kind of fall apart and ends in war is exactly what was planned. There's not a traitor. It's just a step, one step of dozens in the Master of Masters' wild plan. Anyway, this now. These are all pretty easy. Let's change up Keyblades. We haven't used any other ones for a while. Hey, we got this Wreck-It Ralph one. That could be fun. Not looking at the screen. A few months later. I couldn't hear anything that was being said. I didn't know what was about to happen, what was about to unfold in front of us. The intensity in the air was overwhelming. Images and sounds were burned into my brain. There was no time to stop and think about why we were fighting, why our enemies were no longer monsters, but each other. Our friends. But no matter how hopeless the situation, people will cling to the last shred of hope, the last piece of their dream, until the very end. It's not over. Not yet. A few days ago. Tell me, what's written on that page? Luciu, are you responsible for all of this? Are you the traitor? Imbalance observed, strength misplaced, a future filled with sorrow. Words of truth misunderstood as they explore the secret of tomorrow. What's that from? The lost page. Who could this be pointing to? No. You asked for the truth, so there it is. Now that you know who the traitor is, can you accept it? That can't be true. Then follow your fate and fight. If there's another solution, it'll become apparent after the war is over. Has it occurred to you that maybe the Master wasn't so concerned about the world's future, but how we, his disciples, would let our hearts guide us? Are you saying his interest was in us all along? That's ridiculous. Luciu, you're interpreting the Master's words in your own way. This can't be what he wanted. Why are you telling us this? The traitor is the catalyst for the events that lead to the world's end.
What?
I thought I knew who it was, but I couldn't stop them. And who knows, I could have been wrong.
Words of truth misunderstood as they explore the secret of tomorrow. What could it mean?
There's more. With a single strike, toll the bells and herald the end, bringing war upon us as fate did intend. And there it goes.
Are you allowed to tell us about such a significant passage from the book?
No. But does it even matter? Knowing what I told you won't change anything. And there it is.
The bells.
You should head back. Your union leaders will probably call for an assembly. I'm gonna go join the other dandelions. Won't you come with me? I understand. But please don't take part in the war. I want you to come with us to the world outside. Ephemer would want that too. Think about it. Thanks. I'll see you soon.
Are you sure? Okay, let's go home.
Chirithy?
What is it?
What happens to you if I disappear? You disappear too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. What do you think I should do?
I don't want you to fight. I know the foretellers didn't intend for us to be friends, and it might be against the rules, but here we are. And as your friend, I don't want you to disappear.
Thank you.
Oh? Not taking part in the fun?
Huh? Oh, you again.
Are you going to become a dandelion and fly away? Stop it. The dandelions aren't running away. Right, they're keeping light alive by passing it down to future wielders. It sounds noble, but aren't they really just leaving their friends behind?
Who are you?
Before we get to that, did you know that with that bangle of yours, you've not only been collecting dark energy, but using it for your own needs?
What?
That bangle gave you strength. Didn't you ever wonder where that was coming from? I don't believe you. Don't look so worried. Our master wanted this, don't you know? You're wrong. That bangle was meant to collect dark energy so it could be transformed into light. Then why am I here? Why do I exist? The master knew all along what would happen. Now, to answer your question from before. I was born from your darkness. I belong to you. That's not true. Why would I lie about this? I suppose that unlike Chirithy there, I'm not always by your side, and I act of my own will. What are you doing? Since you're not participating in the war, I'll show you a dream you'll never forget. What? No!
It's okay, Chirithy. I'm very overpowered again.
If you do belong to him, why are you doing this? Unlike you spirits, we nightmares exist to plant bad dreams. That's how we sever our bond and gain freedom. Spirits and nightmares?
This should go quick. And a mighty Kushmak to you. Bye. I appreciate the easy fights. I've stressed out enough over the high difficulty ones.
You've gotten stronger. I'm impressed.
Thank you, I worked very hard.
But that was just a warm-up.
Oh dear. Ah, boy. You are cool looking, though. Hey, look at you. You've got some actual health on you, and you absorb dark metal damage, and you reflect red. Unfortunately for you, none of that applies to this Keyblade or its loadout, so this should go fast. Bad luck, Dark Chirithy. Really rolled a 1 on that one. Or I rolled a 20. I guess it doesn't matter.
Our bond's been severed. Will you disappear? For now. I'll see you in another dream. Another dream?
Oh, goodness. Looks like we're to the actual Keyblade War now. Must clear all together. What does that mean? Sorry, I'm just looking over at the objectives now. Like, complete within 5 turns without having to continue, without having to... Okay, so no continues, and just win. Within 5 turns. Honestly, I think if I don't win in the first turn, I will die, which means using continues. So... this may be where things get interesting. I guess let's go with kind of the standard loadout here. Yeah, no, let's go with it and let's see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't just get like bonkers strong on me all of a sudden for no reason. A few days later. It's not over. Not yet. Now it might be over. You. I deemed you unworthy. What you lack in potential, I see you make up for in courage. I could use someone like you in my union. Look, dude, there's not going to be unions like 15 minutes from now. Oh, you do have a lot of health on you, though. And you reflect red. Probably fine? No, come on. That just seems unfair. Unsporting, even. But you don't have a lot of health is the thing. So unless you've got some other trick that I'm not seeing up your sleeve... high defense, huh? That will help you. Nope, not anymore. No, now you are in the trouble, as they say. Somewhere, probably. My point is you're very dead. If Ian doesn't get you, Shion's gonna. Or maybe Kairi. You know, I'm not picky. Whew, baby. The numbers, though. What? Oh, I guess you just have to get him down to a certain amount of health. Yay! Did it. How unexpected. You've proven me wrong. You are indeed worthy. But that also means you pose a threat. I'll make up your mind. Come on, man. And that is why you must disappear. Really seems like a no-fail test here. Era. This ends now. So this is the whole war situation that was wiped from our memory. I can still fight. Ah, jeez. Okay. Same situation, huh? Alright then. Fire this time, and... yeah. I'm just calling it fire, water, and grass. So, like, you've probably already gotten used to that, but if not, I guess do get used to it. I think this is like my default optimized loadout, so long as he doesn't absorb dark, and I don't know why he would. Should be fine. Hey, it's you. You don't look so good. Are you okay? All right, here we go. You're on a battlefield. You gotta fight. I know. Slot 3 attack, huh? That's not great for me. I have another loadout that'll probably work for this. But, we'll see how this one goes. Probably not well enough. Let's see. Sure. Good damage. Maybe I can end this without using my third slot. I think I might be able to. It may be a little close, but I think if I just use all of these without using Cloud, I might be able to clinch it. I'm even going to skip Cloud on this, too. I don't think that would activate it, but just in case. Nice! Get out of here. With your nonsense. You're a lot tougher than I thought. Lucky for you, I'm not in the mood for a real fight. Maybe I'll see you around. You're not very good at war. No, don't go. Ah, jeez. Okay. Alright. Fire element again, huh? I guess let's go back to our, setup here and cross fingers. Yep. So it's you. I'll be merciful. Oh, thanks, I really appreciate that. Alright, you reflect light. Are you kidding me? That's just stupid. I'm coming back with a different loadout. Okay, this is not a great loadout, but it's probably good enough? It's probably good enough. We'll find out together. That we will. Keep building up the numbers. Larger numbers, please. Alright. Now. Okay, now we're starting to see some hurt. That's good. That is good. Hopefully enough of it. It's looking like yes. What's happening? I don't know why that happened, but okay. Why did that happen? Whatever. He doesn't have that, like, counter on third turn move or anything. So, like, I'll use that. I'll get our multiplier up. Or I'll just win, which is also fine. Whatever. The point is we win. Yay. You've grown. It's a shame. You have so much potential. I've been waiting for this moment, Era. You. I will rebuild this world as a new leader and master. This is all your doing. You destroyed the balance. I think I'm just gonna lay down here for a little nap, if that's okay. Oh, come on. Okay. What bag of tricks are you gonna throw at me? It's gonna be something. I just know it. It's gonna be some bag of tricks. It's gonna be. The foreteller boosts her different defense, recover HP, reflects reversed attacks, and absorbs magic attacks. Okay, so she's going to absorb blue, which is fine. Well, no, I do have one of those. And she's going to reflect the dark metals. So we need something custom. Fun. Okay, let's optimize here. I'll let y'all in on this one since I've been doing the rest of this off camera, just so you can kind of see how it goes. First, I'm going to hit the optimize button, which is going to give a pretty good loadout, honestly. It's worked for a lot of my things, but I do need to change some of this up. So, equipment. We need to get rid of blue, because she'll absorb those, and we need to get rid of the dark metals, so our two Roxases here. Unfortunate. That's fine. Let's see. So we need some powerful greens to replace the Roxases. Sora will do. Sora, you go here and swap with Riku, actually. There we go. And then, honestly, nope. Another Sora's fine. I'd love to get... Where'd Terranort go? Yeah, let's drop... no. It's gotta be light. Maybe Naminé. Where's Naminé? Naminé. Naminé would do great, because she's light... metal or upright or whatever, and red. I guess I could go with Kairi as well. Where's that Naminé metal, dog on it? It's around here somewhere. There we are. Okay, now I think we're safe. Yes, now we should at least, with this loadout, avoid any real nonsense with her counters. So we should be okay. Unless she's going to throw something else at us. And hopefully not. Fingers crossed again.
It's you. I've been looking for you. Master Ava, why are you here? I thought you'd be guiding the wielders away. Ready your blade. Master Ava? I won't ask twice.
All right. Good thing I came prepared, hopefully. Okay, Naminé first. It's fine. Then let's get a boost going here. Riku, I guess. That'll do. And then I think we should have her done in one turn without too much trouble. Unless she gets in a hit randomly. Oh, no, we win. Good. Good. Thanks, Riku. And Naminé.
Why? Some things aren't for you to know. Listen to me. You must join the Dandelions and go far, far away from here. Master Ava. You did great. You can rest now, okay?
Scold?
Hi, Dan.
You broke your promise.
Sorry about that.
You're late.
I know,
But I'm here now.
let's go.
And there it is. The events of the Keyblade War, which were wiped from our memory. And then just life kind of continued. Well, cool. I am glad to have gotten to see that. And I'm glad you got to show that to you folks as well. I hope you enjoyed that little bonus bit and that little added crucial part of the story, which is really valuable information. I'm glad they included it in the game finally. I think that those Keyblade War missions were not part of the Union Cross mobile game until very recently. So you just kind of had to know that happened from looking up what happened in the Japanese browser game at one point. Glad they added that back in. Eventually, by the time you guys watch this, it's quite possible you will be able to watch the theater mode version of all of the story yourself. I think there's going to be a stretch of time where I'm not 100% sure how it works. Either the theater mode is going to be available instantly the day this game goes down, in which case you'll be able to explore it all, create your custom Keyblade wielder, choose your Keyblade, and just watch any one of these cutscenes you want to in their little theater mode. Or you might have to wait a little while until the next update a couple of months later. I think if I understood correctly from hearing how it worked for the Japanese version, which has been offline for a while, theater mode arrived for Union Cross instantly, though it was missing the last few scenes from the final update of the game, and they'll probably add that in a little bit later. I think it's Dark Road that's going offline and disappearing for a few months, and then comes back as an offline game with, actually being able to play through the game and see all the story in theater mode. We will do that eventually. I don't know when, but we do everything else Kingdom Hearts on this channel, and for whatever reason, these games were super lore important. I'm really glad we got to play through all of this, and I'm kind of sad it's going away. Playing the game itself was not fun for me, but I can see how it would be for some other folks who enjoy just that kind of a strategizing. And it's just always sad when a game goes away. So it's sad seeing a piece of Kingdom Hearts history just kind of vanish forever. But at least we got to experience it more or less as it was together here on the channel before it disappeared. So at least that. Anyway, I will see y'all next time for something else. Do take care, and goodbye.